Hello everyone. I'm back with another video, and I want to first of all say that I'm sorry it has taken me almost a year to do another video. I have just been really super busy, and of course I had the whole COVID thing and all that nonsense. So I changed it from Heathen Witch to, or Norse Witch to Southern Heathen Girl. And the reason for this is that my channel is taking another direction, and it has taken me time to get to this point. So, I am going to be talking about two things in this video, and I actually have the same video in my archives that I'm actually going to be waiting at least about a month and a half before I actually post it. And this is because they're trying to ban TikTok, and I just feel like that I need to take a break from doing Norse TikTok videos and just be doing my comic videos on that channel. So I'll be doing those Norse videos on TikTok for another week, and then I'll be taking a week and a half off, or not a month and a half off, or a couple weeks off, or something like that, before I restart them. So, in the video, I'm going to talk, so I mentioned I'm going to talk about two things. The first one I'll be talking about is why this is a religion with homework, or why any polytheistic religion is a religion with homework. So one of the things that clearly separates Wicca and say Druidry with say Reconstructionist religions like Kemeticism, Hellenism, heathenism, all this stuff, is because we actually have to do the homework. Now, I was going to buy a couple more Norse books, but because of the fact that we got a porch pirate living in our building that's still in people's packages, I am actually going to make a trip next month to Barnes & Noble. I know that they are reopened, and I'm just going to go take a lift over there, and then I'm going to take the bus back. So, and it's really easy. Once you get to the bus, you get to like downtown and all that jazz, then you pretty much know where you're at, and you pretty much know how to get back home. So, yes, I am taking Lyft only there and not back. So, I have a couple of books, and they're currently underneath my multi-Norse altar. I have a Norse altar, and I have a shrine to Freya. So, so why is this religion with homework? Because we are trying to reconstruct the religious practices of the people that practiced this religion over 1,000 years ago, over 2,000 years ago, all that type of stuff. And it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. It's a lot of effort. We're not doing what feels right to us. We're doing what we feel like that our ancestors would have done. And so that is something that must be clearly distinguished in Reconstructionism. It is not focused on magic. It is focused on the gods. And that is another thing that has to be clearly distinguished. So, like, if you're practicing if you're practicing, say, Hellenism or Kemeticism, there are certain kinds of incense that was burned in connection to a particular deity or a particular time of day. So, for example, if you're practicing Kemeticism, you would burn frankincense, myrrh, and Kifi. Those are the three incenses that were burned. You can burn that kind of incense for any of the Egyptian deities, or the Kemetic deities. If you're practicing Hellenism, then you would burn incense that was historically burnt for that particular deity, like, say, benzoin or myrrh, or like fragrant floral incense, or whatever. In heathenism, we don't know if incense was burned at all. Now, modern day heathens will burn incense. This is because it is something that is generally consumed by most polytheists or pagans. So for me, I burn lavender incense on my Freya altar because lavender smells pretty and everything. So that's what I do. So it is a religion with homework. You have to do the effort. You have to do that. Second, we're talking about offerings. Now, I don't give offerings every single day. There might be a couple of days I don't do an offering, and then suddenly I will have an urge to give an offering, and I will do that. So, what do I generally give as an offering to the Norse gods? Well, today is Sunday, so I give an offering to the goddess Suna. That would be, of course, incense, maybe a libation of water. And I'm going to say this. I did have mead, but then last week our power went out and my mead went bad. So I have to actually go back to the liquor store and get mead. And the gods understand that this happened. Now, I do have one bottle of wine left, and I'm going to go ahead and put it in the refrigerator and let it chill. But I was actually thinking about getting the little mini bottles of wine, and this is so that that's like I can take one little bottle out and put it in the refrigerator, and all that. So, interesting story about offerings, and having the sudden urge to buy something as an offering. So I live within walking distance of most places, which is really awesome. Well, I was walking to Myers because I was hoping that this month's issue of Archaeology magazine would be in and I could go and pick it up. Well, as I was walking, I got this sudden urge to buy flowers. It was a really powerful urge to buy flowers. So I went to Myers and they didn't have flowers, which sucked. I was like, okay, what supermarket doesn't have flowers? I don't understand this concept. So I came back and we have a florist that is near where I live. So I actually walked up the little steep embankment and I bought a dozen of these really beautiful pink roses. They're absolutely gorgeous roses. And I actually bought a pale pink vase, which is absolutely beautiful. And so what I am going to do from now on is I'm going to leave a dozen of roses for Freya. This is probably the most expensive item I've bought for her. But I get good vibes when I walk past her altar or her shrine because I just stop and I smell them and it's just so beautiful. But now when the petals start falling off, I'm actually going to save them and use that in a Freya candle that I will be once again offering to Freya on her altar. So yeah, I'm going to save all the petals and I'm going to get new ones. Now, it doesn't look like I'm going to have to get new flowers this week coming up. I don't know how long they last. I am going to add more water to it. So, and but as soon as those start wilting, I will be going out and getting a new dozen of roses. I actually put money aside for that purpose. So I'm going to be doing that. It's something that historically was probably not done. Let me rephrase that. I don't really know if it was not done, but it just seems like that the roses were a perfect offering for Freya. Another thing that I give to her, which is a modern day offering, is chocolate. I'm gonna go out and get like some, order some chocolate covered strawberries, and have them delivered. But I give offerings to her that I have a son like, oh, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give you an offering, and this is something that I don't do all the time. But I definitely do it when I have the sudden urge to do it. So, yeah, so it's something that I do, that I only do when I have the sudden urge. Now, how long do I keep offerings on my altar? Well, in the summertime, I'm a little bit more leery about offerings, leaving offerings on there for a couple days, because I don't want to attract ants. So what I do is I leave them for about a single day, and then when I come back, I will dispose of it. Generally down the drain, because I don't want to pour it out on the ground, because I don't want ants to get drunk or die and stuff like that. I also will give offerings of like what I've eaten, and when I get my ancestor altar put together, I'm going to start doing that as well. So yeah, so offerings are important. They're I give you something and you give me something in return. I remember when my power went out, I was absolutely terrified that somebody, that we were going to freeze to death or something like that. But, we were protected, and I gave an offering to Freya as a thank you for, protecting. So anyways, so I just wanted to get on here and talk about that. I'm going to be starting back posting videos on this channel once a week. So what I basically do is I watch the video that I am going to be basing my YouTube video on, and I will redo that video but post it on YouTube. I do not know about the future of TikTok. I've been hearing that they are trying to ban TikTok again after nearly 4 years after the first attempt to ban TikTok. So, don't know what's going to happen. My brother's not a big fan of TikTok, but now that they're allowing people to do videos of up to 10 minutes, you're going to see a lot more informative videos than you've seen in the past. So we'll see what happens. I'm really hoping they don't ban TikTok, because there's other ways the Chinese get your information. So yeah. So I will be seeing you guys around. Hope you guys have a very, very wonderful day, and I will be back probably Thursday to do another video. I'll see you guys around. Bye.